To the Rain Man thing, you know.
I sold my soul to the devil.
Beyonce eventually married Jay-Z, and now you have the most powerful male rapper and the most powerful female R&B pop singer working together to help carry out the mission of the Illuminati against the public. And in return, they get more fame and more money. Beyonce's so-called alter ego Sasha Fierce is nothing but a demon that possesses her when she performs. She has become comfortable with that demon because it allows her to let go of her inhibitions and do the things that she wouldn't normally do. Beyonce is possessed. Let's hear her explain Sasha Fierce in her own words on the Oprah show.
Sasha Fierce.
Sasha Fierce.
Like when you're getting ready to go on stage and perform, does Sasha Fierce, when does she show up?
Usually when I hear the crowd, when I put on my stilettos, when like the moment right before when you're nervous and that other thing kind of takes over for you. And that other thing kind of takes over for you. And that other thing kind of takes over for you.
That other thing that takes over, that's called a demon. Here she is on Tyra's show talking about Sasha Fierce.
And you know what's so funny is I saw you turn into that trance thing, like you lose your mind.
I do.
Like, I was like,
you know, it's really amazing. I can't describe it. It's just something that takes over me, and we named it Sasha. It's just something that takes over me, and we named it Sasha because it's like two different people.
She said it's like two different people, but it's not two different people. It's one person with two different spirits. You got Beyonce, and then you got that demon spirit, Sasha Fierce, that lives in her body. See, these are the things that's going on that most people have no clue about. The music industry is not what most people think it is. This demon, Baphomet, is set up over the music industry. Like I said earlier, these celebrities worship Baphomet, and they show you all the time that they worship him, but you just don't notice it. Take a close look at this picture of Baphomet. Now look at what Beyonce is wearing in this picture. Here you have Beyonce wearing a Baphomet suit. She is deep into the Illuminati and Satan worship. She is a demoness. What does she call herself?
I'm a diva. I'm a diva. I'm a diva. I'm a diva.
She calls herself a diva. Diva is a Latin word that means goddess, which proves that she's presenting herself as a god. Let's look at a scripture, Isaiah 47:8. Therefore, hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that saith in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. See, that's the attitude of these celebrities. They live carelessly because they have everything they want. So they don't have a need to trust in the Most High. They feel untouchable, like nothing can happen to them. Verse 9. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries and for the great abundance of thine enchantments. See, the Most High is saying he's going to bring them all down off their pedestals because they're proud and they don't trust in him. Also, they're deceiving masses of people. They're using sorceries and enchantments by casting spells through their music and videos. Don't you know that the record executives get together and pray demonic prayers over the music before they release it to the public? They cast spells onto the music so that when you hear it, it influences you the way they want you to be influenced. That's a common practice in the music industry. They pray demonic prayers onto the music so that demons get on you when you listen to it. That's wicked. All right, let's go back to Isaiah 47 and read verse 10. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, none seeth me. See, Beyonce is trusting in her wickedness and in the wicked system she's involved in. She tries to hide and act like she's not a part of anything bad. She tries to present herself as a believer in the Most High, but yet, when she's on stage, she's half naked, gyrating, and bouncing all over the place as if nobody sees what she's doing. Let's read the last part of verse 10. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee, and thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. Now the scripture said that thine have said in thine heart, I am. Let's see what Beyonce's last album was called. She named it I Am. Now why did she name it I Am? Let's see. Exodus 3:14. And God said unto Moses, I am that I am. And he said, Thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, I am have sent me unto you. So just like her husband named himself Hova, which is a name of the Most High, Beyonce named her album I Am, which is another name of the Most High. She is saying that she is God. Now some of you might say that I'm reading too far into that, but you don't understand the way these people think. A lot of these celebrities are into ancient Babylonian teachings. They believe that they have attained God's status through their illuminated minds. Hence the name Illuminati, which means the enlightened ones. That's why the scripture said in Isaiah 47:10, Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee, and thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. Now another reason why Beyonce was chosen, besides her talent, is her beauty. The Illuminati through the media floods your mind with all these images of her, and then young girls and women want to dress and act just like her. Then you have young boys and men lusting after her. They use her voice and beauty as a form of witchcraft to seduce people and control them. But the scriptures warn us about that. Proverbs 6:25 says, Lust not after her beauty in thine heart, neither let her take thee with her eyelids. See, people get caught up in her voice and her looks, and they look up to her as if she's a great role model. But the truth is, she's a horrible role model. A lot of these people have had nose jobs, lip jobs, butt jobs, breast jobs, hair extensions, fake eyelashes, and all types of stuff, all to create this perfect image, an idol for you to worship. She acts like she's innocent, but the whole time she's leading people into devil worship. Now you might be saying that it's just a coincidence that she married Jay-Z. It's just a coincidence that she calls herself a diva. It's just a coincidence she was wearing that demonic suit. Well, let me show you something. Because Beyonce is not innocent. She knows exactly what she's doing. Everything she does is planned and well thought out. Take a good look at this picture. Now this robot suit is the outfit that Beyonce came out in at the 2007 BET Awards. Now when you look at this outfit, you might say she was being creative and it's just a robot suit. But remember, I told you that everything she does is planned and for a reason. Look at her suit again. Now look at this picture. Wow, look at that. The same robot, same pose, and everything. But notice what's on the back wall in this picture? It's a demonic upside down star, which is the same symbol as this star, the demonic goat head, which is just a representation of Baphomet. Like I said, the music industry is more than what you see on the surface. You got people that are just straight up worshiping Satan, and they're doing it right in front of our faces. This picture on the screen comes from a 1927 movie called Metropolis. I'll show you a piece of it. The part of the movie you're looking at is where a woman named Maria is kidnapped by a mad scientist. He then uses his machines to create an evil robotic version of Maria. She ends up becoming a performer in a nightclub where the scientist uses her to control the men of the city and manipulate the people. Whenever she starts to dance, the men go into a frenzy. They start to lust after her and fall into some type of demonic trance. The more she dances, the deeper they fall into the trance. She uses all types of dance moves to hypnotize these men until they're fully under her spell. They get so caught up in watching her that they don't realize what they're doing. They don't realize they're actually under a spell. How crazy is that? This is Maria in her robotic form. And this is Beyonce in the same suit. Now, do you still think it's a coincidence that she chose to wear this robotic suit? She is doing the same thing that the robot in the movie did. She's dancing around, mesmerizing and hypnotizing men. See, one of the biggest tricks that Beyonce uses is that she presents herself to the public in two different ways. One is this quiet, innocent, shy girl, and the other is this fierce, sexual, I can do anything woman, which leaves a big gray area in between for people to decide who she really is. The problem with that is this. Beyonce claims to be a follower of Christ, but you can't be a follower of Christ and act like Satan. You gotta be one or the other, either good or evil. Tyra Banks actually points out the same thing on her show. Watch this clip.
And it's funny because it's really unreal to see. Like, what overtakes you? Because it's like, you see her right now, she's like, hi everybody, yes, I'm